Is studying difficult for you? In this video, I'll be sharing with you 8 simple and proven studying tips for every student, especially you watching this video. But without wasting your time, I'm Max Fred, and in this channel, we're helping, teaching, and motivating students and teens with new videos every week. So if you're a student or teen, consider subscribing. Now, there are millions of videos talking about studying tips for students, but this video is totally different because these are simple and proven studying tips. So you better grab a paper and pen. So the very important tip I want you to know is varying the way you study. First and foremost, to be able to understand the subject, you need to look at it from different angles. Therefore, don't use the same plan of attack every time. Instead, find different ways to think about what you are studying. And these next study tips are examples of how you can add variation to your study routine. Learn by teaching. As Albert Einstein once said, if you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Which is why one of the best studying tips for students is actually teaching the subject to others. And this is what I do a lot. It can be a classmate or friend, it doesn't really matter who. The important part is that you are thinking deeply about the subject, which means as you are teaching others, you are actually thinking into that subject and expanding more while teaching, which I must say is learning. In addition, a 2018 study reveals that the learning by teaching strategy is most successful when the students record the information without a note or a script, which means retrieving the taught subject from your memory simply serves more purpose than reading the words aloud. Study in different locations. You may be surprised to hear that it is more effective to study in a variety of places rather than the same one every time. Due to the way human brains evolve, this technique will help you to record information more easily, and it's another way you can add variation to your study routine. A research conducted by the University of Michigan and Texas A&M has shown that students who study in different locations score higher in tests. Remember more with spaced repetition. Space out your study. By introducing time intervals between study sections, you can actually remember even more if you spend few hours studying. This procedure is called spaced repetition, and it may be the most powerful technique in existence for improving your brain's ability to recall what you study. And by studying in specific intervals, you can improve the overall effectiveness of your study, and that means getting good grades with less study. Study multiple subjects at a time. A research performed by psychologist Robert Buck found that mixing up subjects enhanced students' learning, and that is why we learn different subjects in a day at school. Instead of studying the material of one subject a whole day, try studying multiple related subjects at once. You may be pleasantly surprised at how well this works, and it really works well for my best subjects. Guess what? Maths. Rewrite your notes. As I said earlier in this video, repetition is key for remembering every new information. By rewriting your notes, you are getting repetition of what you learned in class, and this signals your brain to store the information in the long-term memory. And with time, your brain will be able to recall it better. It's best to rewrite your notes the day you took them, and doing it as soon as possible will also give you the chance to expand on what you jotted down in class. Some professors teach faster than others, and you may not have had a chance to get every details, so doing this exercise doubles as a study section. Don't let schoolwork pile up. Staying on top of your course form will make studying easier and your life a whole lot less stressful. And here is how to avoid cramming for an exam at the last possible moment. Just study a little bit every day. After all, tackling your studies in smaller chunks is much more manageable. The earlier you start studying, the better, because you can do it in shorter sections over a longer period of time. The end goal is for you to be prepared and relaxed on the exam day. Take breaks. Before we get into this important tip, if you've learned a lot from this video, consider joining the awesome family by subscribing. And on that note, I have a question for you. Would you rather study for 2 hours or for 25 minutes? It's always easier to focus for a shorter period of time. In fact, a 2011 research revealed that even brief diversions from a task can dramatically improve one's ability to focus on that task for prolonged periods. To further prove the point, a study done by the Association of Psychological Science found that overlearning is not an effective way to retain information long term. The lesson here is taking breaks pays off when it comes to studying. And that will lead me back to my first question in this video. Is studying difficult for you? Please make sure you follow these tips that I showed you in this video. Try your best. Make sure you try your best, and always know that practice makes progress. I'm Max Fred, and in this channel we're helping, teaching and motivating students and teens with new videos every week. So if you're a student or a teen, consider subscribing to join the awesome family. My next video will be answering the question, why do students fail maths? So make sure you subscribe to watch that video coming up next week, and have a great week. Don't forget to motivate yourself today.